Unless you've been living under a rock, you've probably heard of the newly released app called Threads. It was founded by Meta as a direct competitor to Twitter, to probably put some more pressure on Elon Musk, if he hasn't already. It gained over 100 million users in just 24 hours, the most for any platform in history. But critics were quick to rain their negative remarks on the app, stating that it has no actual use case apart from just being there to disrupt the Twitter party. But like any other social media platform out there, when there is massive hype surrounding any topic online, one must analyze it from a financial standpoint and see if there's any monetization opportunities that we could exploit to make some money. So let's think about that for a second. What does Threads actually do? Okay, it's a place for people to share their thoughts freely and without the threat of cancellation. But how is it different from other social media platforms? It's more text-orientated, meaning it's most likely to target an older audience, since most young people would rather spend a minute skipping through 10 reels than reading a short paragraph of value. Oh well. But what does this mean for us? The content we post on this platform needs to be of educational value, not entertainment. This significantly streamlines our possible niches down to the wire, which, on the bright side, ensures that people who view our content will surely like it, and they will stick around, follow us, help us in strengthening an audience quickly. So what niches are there out for grabs? These are just some of my suggestions. Inspirational quotes or anonymous opinions read out. Take the YouTube channel Anti-Profit for example. In most of his videos, he records his take and his honest opinion to certain clips or ideologies. Here's an example.
Do me a favor and watch this video.
The articles written about me using he pronouns and calling me a man over and over again, I feel like that should be illegal.
A free press has the right to misgender you because the fallout around Dylan getting her way here is journalists being charged either criminally or in civil court and either going to jail or paying a fine. What if it were mandated that you had to agree with everything I say on this channel? On top of that, what if I started saying that I'm a black Jewish woman with Down syndrome? And if you didn't agree with this, you'd be fine. Well, you might say, well, that's absurd because you don't actually feel that way. However, if the argument is that we can never be sure of how someone feels internally and thus we must respect their expression of identity.
He did something really smart there. Could you guys catch that? Notice how he analyzed and explained the problem from both viewpoints, which is a very smart way to stay out of trouble. Doing this ensures that no parties are upset, leaving his channel up for grabs for a larger audience. But you may be wondering how just doing this alone made him blow up so quickly. So let's break this down a little bit more. After watching one of his videos, a viewer would most likely remember him for his way of covering his identity using his special mask. This creates a special light that separates him out from others through personal branding. As such, people who liked the video they previously watched would stick around, while those who didn't like it would scroll, helping him tailor an audience specific to his kind of content only. What this is a super intelligent way of getting the favor of the algorithm, since people sticking around will increase his average view duration and most likely the interactions from his viewers in the form of likes, follows, shares, etc. But speaking of algorithm, there's a separate algorithm for Instagram Threads too. But don't worry, it isn't as complicated as the one on Instagram. I did my due research and I've condensed all of the info into a quick summary of what actually applies to us and don't. Since we're growing our accounts from scratch, the algorithm will help to pump out our videos to other accounts who haven't seen our content before. According to Maddie Thompson, whose career revolves solely around social media, she said that while the algorithm doesn't heavily prioritize ranking posts from follow accounts, it actively recommends posts from unfamiliar accounts. As for how our content is recommended, the algorithm follows an enhanced filtering method. In simple words, it filters out all the content from creators based on the keywords used in the post. For example, if you mention the phrase morning quotes a lot in the threads that we post, it will be shown to people who are most interested in that instead of those who aren't. So what does this mean for us? There's no need to worry about people not liking our content, because if they didn't, it wouldn't be recommended to them in the first place. So always make sure to include as many keywords as possible that are both related and they will target a specific audience at the same time. To find such keywords, you could use vidIQ, which will be the first link down in the video description. Getting a plan through my link would greatly benefit this channel, so feel free to do so if you like. I'd really appreciate that. And with that, let's go about actually creating our content. Inspirational quotes are the easiest. Simply search for them online and you'll be thrown in the face with a large multitude of them within seconds. And in the case you ever run out, you could always opt to use ChatGPT to aid you. Always remember that it's best to keep it short and legible, with each idea spaced out with a line between them. Emojis are also encouraged to strengthen your message, as it really helps to bring life to your ideas and elevates the experience of reading it even more. As for the anonymous opinion, it really depends on how committed you are. If you find you're showing your upper frame but without showing your face, you could very well create content similar to anti-prophets. Research some debatable topics or spend some time productively scrolling through TikTok or Instagram Reels, taking note of the topics discussed in some of the more useful videos. As for the script, you could either write it yourself, or if you can't, ask ChatGPT to help you. Post consistently and within no time, your message will find its way to people who resonate with it. And you will have yourself a whole conglomerate of like-minded individuals who you can both network with and refer products and services to in the future. However, if you're not comfortable with showing your frame just yet, a solid alternative is an AI-generated avatar who would help you to read out your script. But bear in mind, it would not be as effective in personal branding as the first option, unless you create your own avatar and animate it when speaking. You can do this through using things like After Effects or something like Photoshop. This has been done by various YouTube channels like Digital Income Project, which has helped to propel their growth through the roof. He even created his own video on how he did this, and the link will be in the video description down below. And with that, let's actually think about how we are going to attract people to our posts. As mentioned earlier, our content will only be recommended to those who like it. But still, it's very important to post consistently. I'd say at least 3 times a week would suffice, but once a day would really help to cement your stance and quicken your account's growth. Another way to quicken the growth is to cross-promote it on other social media platforms. Instagram is still highly linked to Threads. I mean, it's literally called Instagram Threads. So if you already have a solid Instagram follower base, you could just get those already on board to follow your Threads account too. It's very worth noting that your competition in this app would be rather limited still, as many people haven't really caught on to this just yet. So approach it with speed and truly try your best. Make full use of this opportunity while it still lasts. Put in the work and you will reap results. Like and subscribe for more videos like this.